that. Unhand that man. You know what he reminds me of? I think the big reason why I like him is because he really reminds me of. Does anyone remember what's his name? Does anybody remember the guy who wanted to be like Steve Irwin, but he was like bootleg Steve Irwin? Like he would catch wild animals with his bare hands after he would like sit in the mud like a frog for 3 hours waiting for an animal to walk by, then jump out and put him in a chokehold. Remember that guy? Like he really reminds me of that guy. I was right. Andrew Uckles. I just spelled his name wrong. This guy. He reminds me of this guy.
Right, Chuchi. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to capture one of the most elusive Australian animals, the red deer. Now this guy here, he has all the senses about him, right? He's got better senses than you do. He has a better sense of sight. This guy here, right? He'll see something in the distance, where it'll be 80, 90 meters, bang, he'll just pick out and that. Boom, he'll just take
bang,
off.
Boom.
Funny thing about deers is they use all their senses to their advantage. Their hearing acts like radars, the way they just turn, listen, listen, listen. Any sort of stick snap, particularly here in the Lantana. A deer hears something like this.
It's over.
Bang, he's taken off, see you later. These guys here can reach 50 kilometers an hour in one hit. The funny thing about a deer is its best sense is my weakness. That's his sense of smell. He can smell me from a good distance, probably 50, 60 meters away. So the funny thing about catching these deers is you need to be able to mimic your environment as best as you can. First thing that I like to do is try and smell like the environment as much as you can. Lantana, it's got a very pungent smell. It will take any sort of scent of smell that you have. So just rubbing it all over your sweat glands, all over your face. You want to try and smell as much as the
My thing is that I'm wondering why he's teaching us how to catch deer with your bare hand. I'm not sure. Like he could have just done it, but he's like, this is a tutorial about how to catch deer with your bare hands now.
Can. Now the funny thing about deer, oh there we go, smelling nice now. Woo! Woo. Now the funny thing about deer is they're quite periodic animals, and trying to capture one of these animals is a bit like understanding exactly where his movements are going to be. Funny thing about deers and what I know from my knowledge.
Tell me he didn't rub that on his crotch. There's a reason why the camera is only waist up. Okay, there is a reason. So his plan, okay, is to sneak through the woods. He's completely alone. He's tracking down an area where the deer kind of hang out.
Out for fresh scats, which I can use as an indicator of the time elapsed from when he first moved from the area. Generally what I'll look at is the colour and moisture of the scat content, as this is often the best indicator of when he was last there.
He is the shit scout, all right? He's the scat sergeant, and he's here to be, and he can easily tell when the scat was put down.
Other important
he's picking up what they're putting down.
Are the scratch markings left in trees as a result of the deer's antlers. The tree markings are a result of the deer's attempt to scent the tree with his hormonal glands.
They're just like me, honestly. But now he found a little watering hole where he knows, since he's been able to use all of his clues, he's now found a spot where he knows deer are going to be, and this is where he's going to post up.
Having finally found a wallowing pool, I place some native plant in my mouth to cover my breath, a scent in which a deer can pick up from at least 20 meters away. The process of now camouflaging myself with the wallow begins, and long and strenuous time to wait for an unexpected deer is only now a matter of time.
And now we wait. So yeah, he puts on like, you know, caveman blackface, and then just kind of sits in the.
Having heard deer movements through the thick scrub behind me, the 5-hour wait has almost come to an end.
It's coming.
My adrenaline is absolutely building.
So yeah, I'm not lying to you, bro. Unironically, was just sitting there for 5 hours, covered in mud, doing this, and he just for 5 hours, covered in mud, just. I love this guy so much. I love this guy so much. He puts in the work. He is Nightcrawler.
Shark, hog.
And he runs. He's got his first victim. After some continual chasing through a thick shrub, I finally managed to force him back into the camera view. So He finally, a deer was dumb enough to get close. His waiting paid off, and he was able to chase down a deer in the forest because he was able to chase him into like a little pocket and then grab him. And then he spent multiple minutes wrestling the deer until he made the deer almost completely submit to his will, and then he was able to drag him back to the camera so he can start, you know, his bootleg Steve.
Relax. Feral deers in Australia are a consistent problem, and this guy here, he's just a destructor. These guys here.
Damn, that's kind of fucked up. Bro was literally just chilling. This guy's a destructor. Last time I checked, bro wasn't doing any global warming. He just wanted a little sippy from the lake.
Just the way that they move. Settle with me. Settle with me.
So yeah, he's got the deer in a chokehold right now.
Relax. It's always key with these animals. You just got to hold their center point of gravity down to the ground.
That is not his center point of gravity. That's just his head.
As he gets a bit of energy, you drop your weight. Now this animal here has just as much power as a horse. Settle.
Maybe a small one.
Back, look at him. Calm him down, relax.
So anyways,
these animals.
the deer obviously was not settled or calm. And then this happened.
Settle!
So yeah, then he spent some more time fighting the deer.
Okay, settle. Okay, mate. Come on, over here. Over here.
Anyways, he was not able to get the deer to pay attention. And yes, after casually releasing the deer, I composed myself in a insensible fashion and launched the camera as far as I could. Oh, this guy is something else, man. This guy is something else.
I have when taking footage, but further shows the reality and rawness of the footage I capture out there in the wild.
Thank you. Sometimes he goes out and catches feral pigs with his bare hands. That one's kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. My favorite was when he was catching, I think, rabbits with his bare hands, but he used snakes to do it. So he would set up. Let me see, can I find this? I wouldn't say it was my favorite, but I think it was the most insane. Yeah, this one. Catching wild rabbits using snakes barehanded. So he would catch snakes. So we'd find like rabbit holes and then find snake holes. And then he would get the snakes and then put the snakes in the rabbit hole and then wait on the other side of the rabbit hole for the rabbit to come out and then catch the rabbit with his bare hands after catching the snake with his bare hands. And then he would grab the rabbit, and then he would do the. He also caught some hawks with his bare hands. That one was kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. It is Looney Tune logic, but the craziest thing about it is that it did actually work. How'd you find this? Oh, I've known this guy for years. I don't know. I found it about almost when it was released, about 2 years after it was released, back when I was in high school or middle school. Actually, I think it was in 7th grade or something, 8th grade or something. He also caught a fox with his bare hand. That one's kind of crazy. He was catching turtles in crocodile water with his bare hands. Yeah, guy's kind of insane. He got the only time that I've actually seen him really get hurt was when he actually, and the craziest thing about it is when he caught a sloth. That's the only guy that I've seen actually hurt him, is when he caught a sloth, because I think he let his guard down because he thought the sloth was just going to be a pushover, but it got him. So basically, you know how sloths have really long, sharp claws that help them climb trees, but they move slow? He wasn't paying attention. He was just holding the sloth, and the sloth took its nails and just went, and then just started to impale his arm, and he goes, and then as the sloth is just digging into his flesh, he goes, and he starts jumping around. I can't show you because I can't focus on I'm not sure how much how hurt he actually was, but yeah, that one was kind of crazy. That one was kind of insane. That was the only time I actually saw him get hurt, though. Yeah, apparently they're very strong, even though they're slow. He was also out there catching wild ass. Me when I go to the club. Oh, I've never been to a club before. Yeah, guy's crazy. Anyways, yeah, so this guy, that's who this guy reminds me of. Catching a feral goat barehanded. Okay, I haven't seen this one.
Settle down. Woo! All right, you're right.
Wait, what did he do?
On the lookout for feral goats. But first, there is something else that has caught my attention. And yes, it is highly venomous.
Hey, wait, King Brown. Wait, come around.
Now he upgraded to have a crew.
Stay on this side. Come around here.
Wait a second, one second, I gotta reload.
Not next is King Brown. Just a small one though. Now these little guys, they're one of the most dangerous snakes in Australia.
So as you can see, he's treating it like one of the most dangerous snakes in Australia. And so he was having some fun with that. And then he I love this guy so much. And then and after that he went on the search for the wild boar.
Feral goats.
Feral goats,
Always
sorry.
looking out to the distance out in front. There's plenty of them out here, it's hard. But I'm gonna try and catch a large billy goat for you. Now the billy goats, they're the males, right? Big horns on them. They can be a little bit aggressive.
As they can be.
As well.
It's always easier to run down a larger specimen of the same species as opposed to an average sized one.
That's fucking hilarious. Wait a second, just like, wait. Let's go, brother.
Take note. It's always easier to run down a larger specimen of the same species as opposed to an average sized one. The
What the fuck? Dude, the sprinting after those poor goat is so funny. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, oh my, wait, I gotta see that again.
Alright, Chichi, take note. It's always easier to run down a larger.
He's a menace. He's a menace to society. Somebody stop this man, bro. What the hell is happening? You're right. He is a sheepdog. Look at him.
Larger specimen of the same species.
Oh my lord.
Is also the manufacturing of lactic acid within the muscle tissue.
Yeah, you're like, bro, this edible ain't shit. Me, 30 minutes later.
Alright, Chuchi, take note. Also the manufacturing of lactic acid within the muscle tissue. Directly, this will start to cause the animal's ability to coordinate and maintain a constant speed pattern over time to decrease significantly, meaning that if your energy requirements are lower, simply, Chuchi, you're gonna run him down.
So basically what he's saying is that he's been chasing this deer for like, he's been chasing this wild goat for like 20 minutes. And so the goat can't run for very much longer because the goat's legs will literally give out under its own body because he's been chasing it for so long. And so he'll easily be able to catch him soon after he tuckers him out. Yeah, he has returned to tradition. He's fighting like our ancestors used to. Oh man. Come here, boy. He's got him. He's got him.
No!
My favorite is when he grabs a wild animal, just literally minding its own business, and then he screams at the animal to settle. It's my favorite thing. It's so funny. The animal's like, I'm like 10 seconds from being eaten alive, and he's like, settle! Settle! Settle down! Calm down! It's so good.
Settle down, settle down. Settle.
No, baby collapse. He's tired. Bro, he just like resigned to dying. He's like, all right, I can't fight no more. I can't do this no more. He's like, all right, yeah, I'm dead. You got me. That is so poor baby.
How okay.
Leave him alone.
Running down feral goats. It's all about an energy game.
He's tired.
Now I'm breathing hard.
He was chasing this guy for like 20 minutes or something.
But you can hear he's breathing louder than me. He's more exhausted. And the first sign of that is, as soon as I ran him down, he stopped once. He saw me coming, took off again, stopped again. For the third time lucky, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna run you down. Finally caught up to him and pulled him down. And you can see this response here is typical for any animal which is exhausted. The first thing that they do is they hit.
What is collapse? As you can see, this animal is tired. You can clearly tell by him not moving. Okay, okay. I see you. All right. Anyways, then the boy was so tired that he didn't even have to like hold him anymore. He was just chilling for a bit.
In Western New South Wales, feral goats, they're spreading all sorts of weeds throughout this terrain. Well, mate, you got to be a little bit feral yourself, I guess, eh? What do you reckon? Yeah. Okay. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Oh, the guy is a freaking menace, dude. Oh man, this guy's crazy. All right, yeah, he's something else. What is this video? 6 years ago? What is this titled? The armadillo? Did I just catch leprosy? Why water buffalo caught barehanded? Now I haven't seen that one before. Wait a second. I think this is the one where he got yoinked by the sloth. Wait, let's see. He's doing his normal thing where he's catching animals barehanded, caught a turtle. Yeah, here we go. I think this is where I think he finally got his comeuppance when it comes to being a barehanded wrangler.
I gotcha. Tell you a funny story because
that wasn't the sloth, but it was just some some small creature. Oh no. Yoink. He's like, I'll be taking that finger. He's like, you want to grab me? I got you. Don't worry. Wait, I want to see it one more time.
Tell you a funny story because most coral snake.
All right. Yep. So yeah, he was in it. My boy was definitely in it, I will say. Yeah, they got their licks in. It is true, they got their licks in. That was crazy. What are you doing? Why is he holding him like that? Unhand that man. Unhand that man. What the hell? Look at that. Oh, that's a cat. Yeah, he like picked up a baby capybara. Look at his face. Look at his face. What are you doing? Okay, Apollo. Oh, this is crazy, dude. This guy's out of his mind. Is he alive? So here's the thing. He started uploading again, and I'm genuinely surprised because okay, let me tell you something, okay? Last thing I saw from this guy. Oh, also, yeah, this is him getting bodied by the sloth, okay? I knew he got bodied by a sloth.
Wow.
Did you see that? Did you see that arm movement? The sloth tried to slit his throat there. Look at that.
Just see.
Look at that.
Wow.
He was trying to slit his throat. I'm going to tell you that now. He didn't even know that swing had malice intent.
Look at you, mate. Just want to give him a hug. Until they latch on like that. Ah, shit. Shit.
So yeah, and then he gets bodied by the sloth.
Oh shit! Shit!
Yeah, so the sloth was giving it to him. He was giving him the business. But yeah, last thing I saw from him was him attempting. The reason why I thought he was dead was because the last thing I saw from him was him attempting to catch elephants barehanded. Like he went to Africa. And then the last thing I saw from him was him getting chased down by elephants in Africa. And that was the last video that I saw him upload. So I thought bro was just dead, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought because he didn't upload again for like another like couple years, and I just thought he was gone. I thought he was just done for. But apparently he started uploading again recently. And so yeah, he's not dead. His last video was 3 months ago where he caught, my bad, where he was just, I don't know, running around in the wild, it seems. Fucking how? I didn't say he caught it. I said he was trying to. He was attempting to catch an elephant with his bare hands or something. I want to see if I can find the video before we get back to the guy that we were talking about originally, but he was trying to catch, well, this one is catching wild ass. This one was him about, this one was about him trying to catch wild ass, as you can see. He's found a donkey and he has latched onto it. Let's see. What was the last one that I saw? It was a long while ago. Spearfishing. Oh yeah! I think he was doing this because he wanted to get on the Discovery Channel. He wanted a show for the Discovery, so he was doing all this insane stuff because he was trying to get a show on the Discovery Channel. And so he was like propositioning like Warner to let him on to do his thing, and he wanted to have a series about catching animals barehanded. That was going to be his bit, would be like, you know, what gave him his show with like the pizzazz was him catching things wild animals barehanded. If I find it, I'll let you know. But yeah, he was. Yeah, last thing I saw from him was like him chasing down elephants, and then the elephants started chasing him down. He's like, get back to the truck, get back to the truck. Oh, you know, he might have deleted it. Wait a second, let me check to see if anybody re-uploaded it, because he may have actually deleted it. Yeah, this is the last thing that I saw about him. I think I found it. I think this is it.
Some grass, and he's not minding me whatsoever. Just step in slow.
He's not, it seems like he's pretty chill with me. He's not minding me whatsoever. He said bet. He's like, I don't mind you? Really? He said, you want to bet?
What they'll do is a natural mock charge. Like so. You see he does the mock charge?
You should leave. If he gives you the mock charge, that's like he's giving you a go ahead to leave. You should get out of there now.
Second time, you won't be so lucky.
Anyways, he's gonna do.
Approach an African elephant. You should only do so making sure you have an escape route and your shoelaces obviously tied tight. Giving yourself a distance of at least 50 to 100 meters should be in most cases a good approaching range.
I don't think any approaching range is good for elephants. So anyways, so remember with that thing that he said that you should only do it within a certain safe range? He decided to not do that and decided to get closer instead.
This big guy, I tried to sneak up behind him to see how close I could get. And obviously, suddenly, he reacted. Pushing his way through the grass, trumpeting, making himself look as big as he can. And I'll tell you what, seeing something like that, only one that makes you run as quick as Roadrunner.
So yeah, that was the last thing. Just so you know, that was the last thing I ever saw from this guy that he uploaded, and then he took like a really long break from uploading. So I just thought he was dead. I just thought that like they got him out there in Africa, like they ended him. But apparently not. Apparently he's still kicking it. Apparently he's still kicking it. Anyways, this was just a tangent because that guy reminded me of this guy. Come here. Oh. Hi. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, it'll make Boo very sad. I know a bunch of you who are watching are not subscribed. Join the frenzy. You won't regret it. Thank you, Boo.